Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi, the office and home of the President of India. It was from here that the journey towards creating smart grams started. When the 13th President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, took over in 2012, his vision reflected his statesmanship. He wanted the President's estate to be a 4H society: humane, heritage, high-tech and happy. The unique vision called for a complete shift in approach towards the restoration, running and upkeep of this almost 90-year-old heritage structure. Besides the main palace, there were 65 buildings within the estate that required restoration. Work began in full flow to restore the iconic heritage structures within the complex. Over the next 3 years, a number of high-tech measures were employed to conserve priceless books and digitize photographs. Put in place a high-tech assets documentation and inventory management system. Now every asset in the Bhavan is RFID coded and accounted for. The entire estate is now Wi-Fi enabled. Residents use a mobile app to report civic deficiencies. The estate is now a zero-waste township. This sewage treatment plant treats 20 lakh litres of sewage every day. The treated water is used to maintain the 15 acres of gardens. The estate generates green energy and saves electricity by using LED bulbs. The President maintains an active online presence through digital media. President's estate guests are now invited through an e-invitation system. The President's estate has opened its doors. Visitors can book online using a high-tech interface to visit and experience life at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. More than 3 million people have visited Rashtrapati Bhavan during the last 5 years. To augment the health of its residents, the President's Estate Clinic, dating back to 1929, has been renovated and equipped with the latest technology. A rundown Rotary building has been converted into the Ayush Wellness Clinic. It brings together under one roof the best practices of India's alternative medicine systems. 1,700 diligent employees strive hard to maintain the grand edifice of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Their little ones are groomed in a play school, Sanskar. Children read books, learn yoga and classical dance at Sanskriti. Special children get care at Sparsh, a respite care centre. Senior citizens have their own confluence, Samagam. On 19th of May 2016, the President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, declared the President's estate a smart township. One fulfilled dream led to another. The President now wanted to reach out beyond the premises of the estate.
I see the smart President's estate as a replicable model which can be adopted in other parts of the country through citizens' engagement, public and private sector participation, and deployment of intensive technologies. In this context, I would like to mention that we are in the process of replicating our Rashtrapati Bhavan experience of smart township by applying and transferring our knowledge and expertise to 5 villages in an adjoining state.
The President decided to adopt 5 villages under a pilot project to transform them into model villages. It was the beginning of a new journey, from smart township to smart gram.
The first thing that we did was to define what a smart gram should be. It should be humane, high-tech and happy, which will contribute to the happiness and well-being of the villagers.
The second stage was to identify villages. For better coordination, villages had to be not too far from the President's estate.
We started a dialogue with the government of Haryana. From the Chief Minister's office, the response was very positive and they very quickly gave us the names of 5 villages. Then we started a survey of these 5 villages, the socio-economic conditions, the number of people who live there. The unique feature of this particular project is that it's a convergence model. Here we are not looking at extra funds. What we are looking at is convergence of the funds which are available under various heads in the central government, in the state government, and then whatever is the gap, access it from the CSR budgets of the private sector and corporate sector organizations.
The President of India launched the Smart Gram pilot project.
समूचे हरियाणा के लिए गौरव का दिन है कि माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदय ने इनके द्वारा हरियाणा के जिला गुड़गांव और मेवात में गोद लिए गए 5 गांव, उनको आदर्श गांव बनाने का जो कार्य शुभारंभ किया है, बहुत ही हमारे लिए खुशी का दिन है। इस अवसर पर मैं प्रदेश की 2.5 करोड़ जनता की ओर से आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ, आभार प्रकट करता हूँ, अभिनंदन करता हूँ।
It is my privilege to have the opportunities of interacting with some sarpanchs. Those who are the true representatives of the villages, who are taking decisions, who are entrusted to transform this vast land.
At Udyog Kunj, village Alipur, this unused piece of land was selected to create a camp office. In record time, the Haryana government created a hub that became a pivotal point to coordinate the Smart Gram project. 25 stakeholders came together to form a Smart Gram consortium. This group became a one-stop destination to support villages and convert them into smart grams. To formulate a village development plan, Gram Sabha meetings were held at each village.
We all went to these villages and participated in the Gram Sabha organized by these villages. District officials also accompanied us. In those Gram Sabha, there was an open discussion. What are the needs specific to those villages?
These interactions helped in creating verticals: infrastructure, integrated healthcare, education and skill development, entrepreneurship development, governance and service delivery.
One of the most important verticals was the infrastructure. We zeroed down on 5 things in infrastructure. One was, of course, the electricity, power. Quality of power in these villages was very poor because the grids had not been repaired for a long time and there used to be frequent breakdowns, and they'll get electricity for 4-5 hours a day.
To ensure an efficient power supply, distribution networks were upgraded in all the 5 villages. Currently, 2 of the villages already have 24/7 power supply. Uninterrupted power supply led to new employment opportunities and will help in creating rural economic zones.
Government of Haryana sanctioned more than 5 crore rupees to execute this project. and completed this project in less than 4 months, and all the 5 villages were connected to urban feeder, including Udyog Kunj, which now has 24/7 electricity.
Villagers were encouraged to explore non-conventional sources of energy, like power generation through rooftop solar panels. Use of energy-efficient equipment is being encouraged in the villages. Green stores were set up to familiarize the villagers with clean energy devices like smokeless cooking stoves, e-rickshaws, and solar panels.
दो तीन साल में उनके सोलर लगाने की कीमत वसूल हो जाती है बिल के हिसाब से, और आगे उनका फ्री चलेगा, और हमें ये फ़ायदा हो रहा है कि हमें धंधा मिल रहा है, और ई रिक्शा है, ई रिक्शा से पूरे गांव को फ़ायदा है और चलाने वालों को भी रोज़गार मिल गया।
These environmentally sustainable alternatives have reduced their dependence on fossil fuels.
हमारा मेन उद्देश्य ग्रीन स्टोर में ये है कि वहीं गांव के अंदर में उसी गांव का व्यक्ति एक बिज़नेस शुरू करे, जिससे कि गांव को वो प्रोडक्ट हासिल हो और गांव को ओवरऑल फ़ायदा हो।
Selected villagers are also being trained to repair and maintain these energy-efficient devices.
Rural Electrification Corporation has sanctioned a project which aims to install rooftop solar panels on public buildings in all these 5 villages. These solar panels will be grid connected. This will ensure that Gram Panchayats not only have less electricity bill, but there will be an introduction of solar energy or green energy in these villages.
In most villages, internal roads and drainage systems were not properly built. Connectivity and sanitation were major problems.
Government of Haryana very quickly sanctioned more than 6 crore rupees to repair and construct new roads, internal roads, as well as good drainage system in these villages.
बहुत सारा बदलाव आ चुका है, इसमें सारी सड़कें पक्की हो गई है एकदम।
रेलवे स्टेशन से जो कनेक्टिविटी है वो पहले से बेहतर हुई है, रोड का निर्माण भी किया गया है, फ्लाईओवर का भी काम चल रहा है।
Sanitation is directly connected to health. All homes in all the 5 villages now have functional household toilets and have been declared open defecation free. Lack of clean water used to be another major limiting factor in these areas.
The incidence of infections, the incidence of vector-borne diseases during the rains is very high in these areas because the water sources, most of them are heavily polluted.
In response, the Smart Gram project surveyed and suggested changes in the existing water supply systems. The project also introduced the concept of water ATMs in village Rojka Meo.
This water ATM has become very popular because it gives potable water at a very affordable rate at something around 20 paisa per liter, and it provides this water 24/7. Even at night, if you require water, you can go to the water ATM, swipe your card and get as much water as you can.
Residents of Rojka Meo now have next door access to affordable, safe drinking water. 15 more water ATMs are coming up soon.
ये तो गांव वालों ने कभी सपने में भी नहीं सोचा था कि हमें ऐसा स्वच्छ पानी आरओ का पानी पीने के लिए मिलेगा। बस ये तो गांव वालों ने शहरों में सुना था कि भाई आरओ का पानी मिलता है, कैसा रहता है, वो देखा भी नहीं था यहाँ तो, लेकिन अब लग गया तो लोग यूज कर रहे हैं इसको।
जो बीमारी पहले होती थी वो अब नहीं हो रही है, बार बार डॉक्टरों के पास भागना पड़ता था, अब ऐसा कोई नहीं हो रहा है। बहुत सही पानी मिल रहा है, टाइम पे मिलता है, जब भी बच्चे आते हैं पानी यहाँ से लेके चले जाते हैं।
To meet the challenge of integrated healthcare, 5 young villagers from each village